Hey everyone, it's Common Sense right here. Why is it always white liberal women? It's always white liberal women. It is. They're the majority that show up at protests. They're the majority that are being disruptive, trying to cause harm to agents, just openly mocking people, assaulting people, doing everything they can. White liberal women, stay away from them. If you're single, stay very far away from them. It's better to be single and die a virgin than to sell your soul to a white liberal woman. Don't let any of them brainwash you, and don't let any of them near you or your family. Following the Minneapolis shooting, we got new footage. It appears to be the phone of the agent. The agent was recording. Thank goodness. And all this footage did was reinforce what was already being said by the majority of people with brain cells and working, functioning eyes that can see everything, which is that this officer was indeed struck. He was indeed struck with the front of the car. In fact, in the footage, you can hear a very loud thud of the moment he was struck with the car, and it actually helps reinforce an argument. It helps tackle an argument that I hear from the left. But it's funny, most of the arguments, all the arguments from the left is how the officer shouldn't have done such a evil thing. But I stated this in my last video. But this woman should not have been there. She had kids. She should have been home with her kids. But instead, she was here with her lesbian girlfriend. Alright? And that's a whole can of worms by itself. White liberal women and lesbians, they go hand in hand. Okay? Her sole purpose in being here was to be disruptive, impede ICE agents' one and only job. That was the entire reason of her being there. She was blocking them, trying to stop them from doing their job. She had an ICE agent watch group or something where she taught people how to avoid ICE, how to deal with them, and all this nonsense. So she very much had an agenda. She very much was here for the sole purpose of trying to fight for actual criminals, illegal aliens. Thank you. I'm sure your kids are going to grow up just loving the fact that their mom threw away her life for illegal aliens that entered the country. Thank you, Mom. Thanks, Mom. What a great role model to look after. We're gonna play the footage in just a second. We got it right here. As this is what gets you in hot water. It's this woman, I guarantee, had never had someone just tell her, "Hey, shut the hell up. What you're saying is stupid. The stuff you're saying is stupid as shit. Shut up. Go inside, make me a sandwich." Alright? She never had anyone like that. Lesbian relationship, I'm sure it was all the same. I'm sure it was, yeah, you go, boss babe, yeah. You tell them ICE agents. You tell them, boss babe, you go, girl. All the same nonsense. She needed a good man in the house, and maybe she wouldn't have been in this situation. But the only argument I hear from the left is how the officer shouldn't have done this. But where's the accountability for this woman who put herself in harm's way to end up in this situation? And then when the final chord was struck, she did indeed hit the officer with the front of her car. And we have the footage to back it up. We're going to play it now here. We've already watched it. Start here. And, we're going to see the lesbian here. The lesbian girlfriend or whatever. She's going to get out, be instantly agitated, spouting nonsensical garbage. Because that's what white liberal women do. And mixing white liberalism with lesbianism is a recipe for an atomic bomb. Okay? That's an atomic bomb ready to be thrown and just destroy the entire country as we know it. So we need a lot less of that. A lot less of that. Let's play the video. Sorry.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking country. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Hey.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car.
Okay. We're going to stop here. This is one of the biggest arguments, not only from the left, that I hear is the fact that there's no accountability for this woman. It's all on this officer. He shouldn't have shot. Simple as that. There's no other factors to factor in with the case. He shouldn't have shot her. That's that. And one of the other things that I've heard is that the officer shouldn't have put himself in harm's way. But we're gonna go back here. We're gonna really dissect this. Okay. So, before the car even starts moving, and this officer did do a whole 360 around the car. Before the car even backed up, the officer was making his way towards, you know, the other side of the front of the vehicle, because he was already in front of the vehicle. And he heard his partner, or whatever, tell the lady to get out of the vehicle. He's already making his way towards his partner to help apprehend this lady. Okay, so he's already in front of the vehicle, so he's already putting himself in harm's way, which is what I hear from the left. He's already put himself in harm's way. There's nothing he can do now. You know, he's on his way to help his partner. She backs up. At this point, what's going through these officers' head? They don't know what's going to happen. They don't know what intent this lady has. They don't know what she's going to do. And let me tell you, even if the intent was to drive off, she still struck the officer. This officer had something similar like this happen, where he ended up in the hospital. He was hospitalized. At that point, when she backs up, she puts it in drive and floors it. This officer has no clue, split-second decision. He doesn't know what the hell is going to happen. He's fighting for his life. He doesn't know the intent. He doesn't know what's going on. And like it or not, this woman did hit the ICE agent. All right? This was her agenda. This was the entire point of her even being here. Now we're going to play the rest of it, but just know the agent here is already making his way towards the officer, towards his partner. He's already in front of the car. And then we got the lesbian friend here, zero accountability, saying, "Drive, baby, drive. Drive, baby, get out of here. Drive, baby. Drive, baby, as in let's get away. Drive, baby, as in nail this guy." We don't know.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Then, of course, the officer freaks out. Total just 180. You know, things went from, 0 to 100 really quick. We even hear the thud. I'm gonna really be quiet this time. You can hear the thud. You can hear the sound of the agent getting hit with the vehicle. And this footage corresponds very well with the front-facing camera footage that we showed in the last video. It corresponds with that perfectly, just well, where on one footage we can clearly see that he was hit. He got hit with the front of the car, tumbled a little bit, as well as he was making his way, so it's not like he purposely put himself in harm's way so he could actually take out this lady. But he was already in the front of the car. He was going to help his partner apprehend the lady. So we're gonna go back, listen to it one more time. We're gonna hear this loud thud, which is contact of that car hitting the agent, along with "Drive, baby, drive." Along with "Drive, baby, drive." And like it or not, This agent was hit. He was struck with the car. And at that point, split second, decision, reaction. He doesn't know what's going to happen. He defended himself. And that's what it boils down to. It was self-defense. This lady should have never been here. Should have been with the kids. But instead, she had an agenda. She showed up with an agenda. May God rest her soul. I hope she repented and believed in the gospel. But may God rest her soul. May God watch over her family. May her children and her lesbian girlfriend or whatever repent and believe in Jesus Christ, because he is the way, the truth, and the life, and he's the only one that can rescue us from eternal damnation. That's brand new footage. That really puts a kibosh on it. I know a bunch of I've been arguing with a bunch of leftists because that's just what I do in my free time. I've heard some of the dumbest stuff come from them. I saw this one guy talk about how the front-facing video was AI. It was fake. Just how do you even argue with someone that stupid and brain dead? Had a bunch of people say there was no body cam footage. I was calling it body cam footage. It does appear that it's phone footage. I'll go ahead and concede that point. I have no problem with conceding and acknowledging when I'm wrong. I was wrong there. It didn't really look like body cam footage. I've been calling it that the whole time. It does look like phone footage, but the point still stands. You can hear the thud. That's clearly the car making contact with the person. I heard that it was the officer. I heard that it was the agent hitting the car or something like that, tapping it with something. I can't remember what the actual argument was. It was really stupid. I heard one where the lady hit the curb and that's what made the sound, even though she's in the middle of the road. There's not a curb there. You can see from every single angle she's not near a curb. Just absolute delusional leftist thinking. Just delusional leftist thinking. And a lot of them were talking to me how they didn't see the front-facing video or the body cam footage, the phone footage. And it's it makes sense because none of their cultist members shared any of that footage that really puts a kibosh on the whole situation. And the sad reality is, no matter how much footage could come out, we could literally tomorrow get a note written from the lady saying, tomorrow I'm going to go out to the protest. I'm going to impede everyone which way I can. I have a death wish. I plan on taking at least one of these bastards out with me with my car. That evidence could literally come out tomorrow with her handwriting, her signature, a picture that she took alongside of it. But the left already have this narrative. They already have this agenda. They already have this idea of what happened. And no matter how much evidence or proof comes out to support otherwise, it doesn't matter because they're always going to fit around that narrative that they've already presupposed. Okay? So there's no amount of there's no accountability to be had there on that side. They're always going to just stick with what the leaders up there in their fancy robes tell them to think, because they don't have a mind of their own. They don't. And of course we will end it by saying these are the same people who got who glorified, said it was okay to commit political violence against Charlie Kirk. Here's the difference. Charlie Kirk never said anything hateful in his life. He was a true devout Christian, a true man of God, a martyr who was hunted down and assassinated while public speaking to the youth. This woman, this lesbian, white liberal mom, instead of being with her kids, had an agenda to come and impede ICE as much as possible, defend criminals, stop them from doing their only job that they had, hit an officer with their car, and was struck down. And who does the left put as their poster child? This woman. Renee Good is their poster child. They think it's okay to assassinate Charlie Kirk, but this, dear viewers, is the left's poster child, Renee Good. As long as there's a narrative push to put him as a poster child to fit this ideology and agenda to move it forward, they will make anyone their poster child as long as it fits their needs. They just use these idiotic people as pawns, and it's clearly evident that it is very, very, very specific on who they claim to care about. No Laken Riley, no Irina Zarutska, glorified Charlie Kirk, but old dear Rennie Good, 37-year-old mom of 3, their poster child, who defied law and order, struck an officer, shouldn't have been there, came there with the soul of intent to impede and stop them from doing their only job. That's the poster child. That's who they care about. That's who they care about. With that said, what do you guys think about this? Do your thoughts change if you're on the left? Does this change your views and thoughts on anything? And if you're far left, I doubt it, and I'm gonna get some hate comments from the far left extremists who, like I said, they already have it sorted out in their head of what happened, no matter what evidence will come out. But let me know what you guys thought of the video. And Jesus Christ is King. Repent and believe in the gospel. I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.